They sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the war of funerary flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Tevat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, and... You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
Alright, let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night. and we can send the moon goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the moon goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
She seems friendly. It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and I'd probably start forgetting.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
Ha 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 ha! What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is... where do we start looking for the moon goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestor, but many of the more factually accurate records are...
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatu...
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Ha 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 ha! Don't mention it.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Alright, let's take a look through. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, But for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar. And
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Oh, seems like this is getting us nowhere. Oh, for what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever...
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand. Kutar did not speak. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the...
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine the Moon Chanter declared the event. Yet, no further miracles were... Huh. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, but now that I think about it...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her...
Yes.
Oh...
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too! Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them.
Ah, so you've been waiting?
Sure does.
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon got.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no. We already met with her. We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device. That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the Phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think...
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form.
Hat guy. Turns out, I actually have heard that name, but
Oh? Then why did you react this?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumeru Academia. Hat guy.
Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here.
Mind you, the only reason
Who's that?
the Doctor, also known as Dottore.
From the tone of your voice, it's...
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then.
Last we heard, he was planning something.
He only appears when something interests him, but the fact he did something here at all is worth noting.
Why does it sound less like a file? Anyway, we were just...
Sure.
Even though they're harbingers, well, they're...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scions' relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But I'm not the... Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I... What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity.
Well, what do you know? so it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, but this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation,
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nodcry to pursue my personal act.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the academia about this way back.
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? He could not care less about us if he tried.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationship?
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more...
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his...
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And
with this in mind, I returned.
That's pretty direct.
Yes, I made it abundant. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders.
common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not. Smarts alone won't get him all the...
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against...
Wouldn't put it past him. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done. Whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh.
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experiments.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which caused the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poison. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling...
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully...
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information.
Wait, what? You're just gonna...
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed...
He makes quite the
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but anyway, back to the main agenda.
Yeah. We're working on
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering...
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to... that Tsaritsa's plans had long...
I always thought that was weird.
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to...
More than likely. When she first... But Her Majesty always gave... The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue. Oh... It was a dumb and stupid rumor.
And what happened?
I imagine she stopped. She no longer seemed... For my part, that she had long been...
And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. I forget who said it.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time.
What is it? Something...
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from a...
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Colambina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way.
Okay! Time to do what adventurers...
Here you are.
Oh, hat guy. How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Sar. How about you?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land.
Every time I see it, I can't help it. And if I...
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena, however, we could not.
The events of the past are like fate that has...
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome.
It's an impossible task.
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that you're past 39
That's true.
but you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, it's because you want her hypothesis to... So, think for yourself about what you...
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limit... If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only... Everything in Tevat is logged in Irminsul.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat to appear.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before.
Is anyone there? She's missing. I hear someone inside. Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power.
To intimidate and obstruct.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
Where are all these monsters coming from?
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
Where are all these monsters coming from?
What is this? It's dangerous. I should get out of here.
Don't celebrate too soon.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it safe now? The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked. This barrier. Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked. This barrier. Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters.
There's still a chance, Durin.